Day 2 of Window Wonderland, and we've got a very different challenge today after having no money at all yesterday at Bolton. Today, there's going to be lots of money at Dortmund, but it's probably more about avoiding selling than it is about buying. And these are jangling more than yesterday. Hello and welcome to day 2 of Kev's Window Wonderland. I am the aforementioned Kev, and in today's transfer window, we're going to be taking control of Borussia Dortmund in the Bundesliga. As you can see there, we've just been appointed as manager. These are the things that we need to know about Borussia Dortmund. If you've not watched this series before, by the way, I know there's only been one video previously. The general gist of what we're going to be doing is we are going to be doing one transfer window, and then holidaying the rest of the season to see if we manage to A, keep our job, and B, beat what is expected of us. So the media are predicting a second place finish. Can I do the right business in this first summer transfer window to allow us to go and win the Bundesliga without me there to take day-to-day control? But I did mention in the intro that today might be more about who we sell or don't sell rather than who we buy. And I think that is definitely the case. I'm looking at you, Jadon Sancho. If we can keep hold of him throughout the transfer window, then we've got a good chance. But equally, if we sell him for the amount of money I've seen him sold for in FM4 this year, I mean, I paid 120 million for him in my Manchester United save. So if we could get 120 million for him, we could buy a whole new team. This is going to be an interesting one. Now, on the topic of Dortmund being a very different kettle of fish to Bolton yesterday, you can see that Dortmund have actually already done a significant amount of transfer business this summer, selling £45 million worth of players, already spending £110 million. Any budget that might have been there is largely already gone. Mats Hummels returning from Bayern Munich, Hazard, Brandt, Schultz, lots of big, Alcazar, I've never been able to say his name. He's played for me many times, but lots of big name players coming in means that although there's still money in the bank, there's only £12 million in the kitty. There's a little bit of wage budget to play with, but we're not going to be doing huge numbers of transfers unless we sell. And if we have a look, obviously we're Dortmund. We're going to do a gegenpress. It's not going to be a 4-4-2. Goodness me, we've got Goetze in there. We need to be. That's not the 4-4 Goetze. Right, hold on. Now we've picked the team. Oh, Royce maybe. And oh, we've got options. I like it. Right, give me the 4-2. Why is it trying to recommend a 4-4-2 for me? So, this is the team that we've got. Really only one option as a striker. So a striker is quite a high priority, but we've only got £12 million to spend. But he doesn't necessarily have to be a first-team striker. It can just be a striker who's going to be able to compete with Alcazar. And we've got Royce and Goetze and Brandt who can all play in there, and Sancho. Royce, Sancho, Brandt, Hazard all on that side. Who is he? Brun Larsen. I'm not familiar with his work. Sancho, Hazard, and Royce all over there. Witzel, Delaney. We've got lots of options in central midfield. Central defence, Hummels is obviously the star man, and we could probably do with a centre-back to go alongside him, but that's going to be a little bit of a challenge. Left-back, I think we're sorted. Right-back, the challenge we've got at right-back is the players we've got that are any good are pretty old. A 34-year-old Piszczek is someone I wouldn't be against moving on and bringing in a cheaper option for. And in goal, it would be nice to have a real top-level goalkeeper. So there's definitely targets there, but only £12 million to spend means I need to prioritise. I think a striker has got to be number one priority, because if we were to lose Alcazar early on, we don't really have an option. So I don't know who we've immediately got scouted. If we have a look on our initial scout reports for strikers, we're obviously going to send. There's one, and he ain't any good. We need to get some scouting up and running. I will be back at the end of the transfer window, and you'll be able to see what I've done. Well, it turns out nobody wanted any of our players. We kept hold of Sancho, and we did do the biggest signing in the Bundesliga during this transfer window. Alfredo Morelos has come in from Rangers. He's a player I almost signed in the Manchester United series, but ended up going for Edouard from Celtic instead. Has scored plenty of goals for Rangers over the last few years. Scored a couple of goals on his debut for us as well. He's going to be good competition for Alcazar up front, or a potential partner for him if while I'm on holiday, they decide to go 2 up top. Bayern Munich bringing in a few as well. You can see I did try and sign another one because we had a little bit of money left because I adjusted the... I sold someone. I sold Marcel Schmelzer to Ajax for £3.7 million. And then when we got the win bonuses, I put that down to low, and that got some more money in the budget as well. So there was a potential way to maybe squeeze in one more signing, but ultimately couldn't do it. So not the most spectacular of windows. One in, one out, but I think it's one that we definitely needed. And if we had now have a look at our squad depth, I think we're pretty much set throughout the squad. I mean, I'd be very surprised if this team can't finish second. It would just be a question of whether or not that one signing is enough to allow us to push past Bayern Munich and finish top of the Bundesliga. I would suggest it's quite unlikely, but let's go find out. And we've made it through to the end of the season, and the most immediate thing I'm seeing on here is that we have finished second, miles behind Bayern Munich. We have got an £84 million transfer budget for this coming season. It makes me want to do it again. Let's see how my signing got on. It looks like there was a couple more that were added post-Kev, but my big signing was Alfredo Morelos, who got... We're going to have to chalk this up as 2 fails so far, aren't we? 3 goals from 25 appearances. We did then sign this guy in January, who also wasn't very good. And then this guy in January, who's clearly one for the future, I would guess. Yikes. Okay, that didn't really work as planned. At least they kept Jadon Sancho, and there's money there. And it looks like we might win the German Cup. I need a win in this series, and I need it soon. As with yesterday's episode, please make sure you keep your club suggestions coming in. I would love a club where I've got a big pile of cash to spend right up front. £12 million clearly wasn't enough to be able to bring in a striker of the calibre we needed. I did not expect him to be that much of a flop, though. That's hideous. If you've enjoyed that, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for daily Football Manager videos. And thank you very much for watching.